And so, so you've been flying for like a very, very long time, and like the industry has faced a lot of changes. What has been like one change you have kind of welcomed and one change you don't like or you dislike now?
Okay. Well, I began my journey as an aviator before crew resource management, CRM, became an integral part of how companies operate in the interest of avoiding, eliminating, or mitigating the consequences of human error. So, crew resource management, CRM, uh, had already been implemented by some of the airlines at the time, but it had not really caught up to corporate aviation until a few years later. I became very, very passionate about CRM. One of the reasons why I wanted to develop that course and teach it myself and tailor it to our own specific operations. So I welcome that change. And today, CRM is basically a core operating philosophy for how most companies operate. It is the way to go. So that's one positive change that I've seen happen in corporate aviation during my journey. During that same journey, I've seen how technology has advanced, how airplanes have become technological marvels with highly integrated and fully automated systems, where pilots have become system managers, basically, where their job is basically to program the computer to do what they wanted it to do. And as a result, that has gone at the expense of flying skills. So when you become over reliant on automation, and all you do is, as soon as you are airborne, following a takeoff is engaged autopilot, and that autopilot remains engaged until shortly before landing, and in some cases, it will do the landing for you. Then the amount of time that you have to actually do this and develop and maintain your flying skills is greatly reduced. We have airplanes with not just the autopilot, but auto throttles, auto brakes, auto landing. Everything is fully automated these days, and that's okay. I have nothing against technology. In fact, I love technology, and I try to master it and use it as it is intended. But we have to recognize that that is also coming at the expense of being able to develop your flying skills. Now, I began my journey at a time when airplanes were not that automated, and you had to develop your flying skills. The Learjet was a
Yeah,
great aircraft to do that. I had to
yeah,
develop my flying skills, and I had to fly that airplane and fly it well. The airplane demanded that I fly that airplane well. And if I didn't do so, it would scare me because
yeah,
it was very unforgiving to those who did not put in the time and the effort to understand it and master it as you were flying it. But the newer generations of aviators have grown in a different era where automation is the norm. Automation achieves a greater level of efficiency. It allows pilots to uh, keep an eye on the big picture, but at the same time, it has come at the expense of, as I said, flying skills. So that has been one change that I think has been somewhat negative. So for the newer generation, my advice to them when it comes to automation is that yes, you need to understand and master the automation, but also take the time to take every opportunity that you can to develop your flying skills by actually doing what pilots were taught to do early on in their journeys.